The stars of world golf are in Scotland for a celebration of links golf. The Alfred Dunhill Links Championship is played over 3 famous courses. And there are some famous faces from the business, sports and acting worlds involved. There's a high-class roll of former champions. Many are here this week. Welcome along to Scotland and to day one of this year's Alfred Dunhill Links Championship. Beautiful autumnal conditions for round one of the Alfred Dunhill Links Championship, played over the links of Carnoustie, of Kingsbarns and the old course at St Andrews. And that was Bill Murray playing at Carnoustie. It's a pro celebrity pro-am tournament, and he's been a feature of this for many years now, the star of Caddyshack, doing his stuff. Finishing up with a par there at the 9th at Carnoustie for a round of 66. Also playing at Carnoustie, Rory McIlroy, the FedEx Cup champion, the world number 2, the man who leads the DP World Tour rankings. Got off to a good start, and Rory in the end signed for a round of 68, which is 4 under par. A lot of the good scoring today came at Kingsbarns and over the old course at St Andrews in these fairly benign conditions. This was Spain's Nacho Elvira rolling one in at the 2nd at Kingsbarns. He would finish with a round of 64, 8 under par. Good day for the French. And how about this from Frédéric Lacroix? Not been a great season, outside the top 120 on the DP World Tour rankings, but a beautiful eagle at the 16th at Kingsbarns, and he is in with a round of 62, which is 10 under par, and that's not the leading score today, because this man, Romain Longasque, holing there at the 8th, his 17th hole to move to 10 under par. Had a good drive at the 9th at St Andrews. This was his 2nd. If this had gone in, it would have been for a round of 60 and a new course record. Ross Fisher shot a round of 61 a few years ago over the old course, and Longasque would have that one, which he holed for 61 to tie the course record. He only just holed it, mind. Look at this. Just enough of the left-hand side of the hole, a shake of the head. Brilliant stuff from Longasque, who leads the way after that sparkling 61. He is 1 ahead on day one of the Alfred Dunhill Links. A cold, wet, windy day in the Kingdom of Fife for day 2 of the Alfred Dunhill Links Championship, played over 3 courses, Kingsbarns, Carnoustie and the old course at St Andrews. The squeegees had to be applied to the front of the camera. It really was quite brutal out there. Among those trying to keep the spirits up, Bill Murray of Caddyshack and Ghostbusters fame. He's played in the Dunhill Links many times in the past, and that was a lovely birdie from Murray at the 17th hole, playing in the team competition with South Africa's Brandon Stone, going along quite nicely. Billy Horschel, fresh from his success for the United States in the President's Cup. This for birdie at 4, quite a little roll, but it's 2, 3, 4 and 5. Dropped a couple of shots coming in, but still he's in a pretty good shape. Here's Horschel at 2 under par for the championship. Rory McIlroy playing the 18th, and this was one of the best putts he rolled in. Look at that, it was hit with pace, caught the back of the cup, jumped up, went in, and McIlroy is at 1 under for the championship after a round of 75 today. Seeing the funny side of that one. It was a day when you had to convince yourself that it was fun out there. Look at the flagstick. This is Matt Fitzpatrick, the US Open champion. That, an unlikely birdie at the 4th hole. He's alongside McIlroy and others at 1 under par. They'll play the weekend over the old course at St Andrews. So will Alex Noren. He's only a couple off the lead. And this at 5 for the Swede. Beautiful roll. And a 3 under par 69. Excellent in the tough conditions from Noren. Our leader, though, is the Englishman, Richard Mansell, all wrapped up, playing the old course. Beautiful touch of the 17th, the road hole. He would make his par there. He was rounding 68, 4 under par. And as I say, he leads by 2. Much improved weather conditions for round 3 of this year's Alfred Dunhill Links Championship. It was wet and windy yesterday. Well, no rain today at least. There was a bit of breeze out there. And how about this from the former West Ham captain Mark Noble at the 18th. Big bounce onto the road, out of bounds. Or was it? Watch. Oh, off the Rusacks Hotel, back into the fairway. A lovely stroke of luck. He made a par there at 18 as well, did Mark Noble. Gerry McIlroy is playing with his son Rory in the team competition. And that was a beautiful roll from Gerry at the 9th. He and Rory through to the final round in the team competition at 22 under. Rory played beautifully over the old course today. This at the 10th. Keep an eye. Very nearly an eagle too. He would make birdie there. And a 66 on Saturday sees McIlroy at 7 under par. He's 8 shots off the lead, so he will need something very special and maybe a bit of help from the leader as well on the final day if he's going to win. Same story for Billy Horschel. That was a beauty at the 12th, but it was a bogey finish, I'm afraid, for the American, fresh from the President's Cup. He was round in 67, and here's the man who leads. He played Carnoustie in the rotation, Kingsbarns, Carnoustie in the old course over the first 3 days, and Richard Mansell making birdie there at 10. Will take a 4-shot lead, trying to win for the first time on the DP World Tour into Sunday at St Andrews. This at 18 for a closing birdie. An absolute beauty. My word, he's putted well. My word, he's played well. And Mansell 4 ahead, looking for that first win with a round to go. It was all a little tighter than we were expecting in the final round of the Alfred Dunhill Links Championship from the old course at St Andrews. And it was pretty tight in the team competition as well as the individual format. That was Alex Aquavella, an art dealer from New York, who certainly played his part alongside Callum Shinkwin in securing the team title, receiving their silver plates as the team champions. Rory McIlroy started the day 8 shots off the lead. Reckon he had to shoot something like a 64 to give himself a chance. Made a great little run of birdies around the turn. In the end, he shot a round of 66 and ended up 2 shots shy of what would have got him into a playoff. Another good week for McIlroy, a share of 4th place. This was Callum Shinkwin into the 6th. Beautiful shot, one of many he hit out there today. And Callum at 14 under par earned himself a share of 2nd place along with this man, Alex Noren. Plenty of DP World Tour rankings and Ryder Cup points for them. This Noren's approach at 17, the road hole, the famously difficult hole, and very nearly an eagle too. Unfortunately, he didn't hole the putt for birdie, but he did birdie the last, as I say, to grab a share of 2nd place with Shinkwin. Ryan Fox missing his team partner from last year, the late great Shane Warne, but he said Shane was out there today with him and may have been over this putt at 15. From well over 50 feet. That gave the New Zealander a 3-shot lead with 3 holes to play. He did drop a shot at 17, so he was just 1 ahead playing the last and had this for his par. And a 1-shot victory, a 2nd win of the season in front of his dad, the famous All Black Grant. And his wonderful season continues as the Dunhill Links champion.
To watch another DP World Tour video, click here, and to subscribe, click here.